Hey guys, I'm out in the bee yard this morning, actually this afternoon. I've been working midnights or night shift the last couple of nights. It's been 9 days since I've been in this hive. This is my week hive. They had a new queen June 22nd. It is now, I'm not sure, August something. I'm gonna open up this hive. Now I literally just dropped my smoker and it broke into 3 or 4 pieces, so I don't have a smoker. I'm hoping I don't need smoke, but I am going to order myself a new one because all of the other 4 colonies are getting stronger. This one's still fairly weak, but I'm going to have a look inside and see just how weak. Taking the bottom board off right now just to have a look. Now there are some droppings of something, and I'm not sure if that is a wax moth or earwigs or what that is. I'm not sure, but we're going to take a look inside. Hopefully they don't get too upset with me while I don't use any smoke. Nothing under the top cover. Now I'm going to take this cover off. I want to see, do they need some more frames? Things are looking pretty good. There's bees on the cover. I don't see the queen on the cover. Now I think I can, yeah, I think I can give them some more frames. Right now they're full. Pretty full anyway. So this is my board, which was to separate them so that this space wasn't left open for them to draw crazy comb, which they haven't. We're gonna have a look in here and see what they've got. I put an oil trap in here 9 days ago. We'll have a look and see if there's any beetles in there. And there is a Swiffer pad cloth here. I don't see any beetles on it. Now I gave them an extra frame of honey last week. It was in the freezer from last year. I think it was, yeah, it was this frame, I believe. So they're working on that. Some empty frames at the very bottom, some nectar in there and some capped honey at the top. Just have a look under here. Yeah, there's open cells with no eggs in. Definitely some nectar and honey though. So they can continue working on that. The next frame, I see some capped brood. Which is good. I want to see capped brood from this new queen that they've got. This is the frame that I think I gave them that had capped brood on. I think. But that was a few weeks ago. That was a while ago now. This is all capped brood. Not a ton. This side's good though. This side's really good. A lot of new bees on here as well. Yeah, that's a nice frame of capped brood. A little bit of open larvae in there as well. And some pollen and nectar and honey. That's all worker brood, so that's from a laying queen, not a worker. A worker would only give you drone brood. Now this side, open larvae and brood and eggs. I do see eggs. We're going to have a look for the queen. Very warm day today, so I'm not really concerned about the brood chilling or anything. I don't see the queen. But I am seeing more bees, so this looks like it's going to be a success. But they do need some more frames. Let's take a look at this frame. Oh, look at that. That's all new brood from our queen. All new worker brood. That's a good laying pattern. That's a super good laying pattern. On this side too, she's backfilled in a few spots. I'm just giving the frame a quick scan for the queen. But yeah, there's open larvae, there's cap brood. No drone cells, it's all worker brood. See, there's some young bees there. Right here, that's a young bee right there. So these guys are doing great. Considering 9 days ago, they were just starting to get some brood. And some of the existing brood from another hive that I gave them was hatching out. Oh look, they're starting to buzz me just a little bit. Just keep calm, nice and slow. Now I'm looking in the oil trap here for there's a couple of ants in there, but nothing else. I'm just going to set that to one side. Nice and calm. Not a drop of smoke. I'm going to have to order one from Amazon. I'll do that today. Hopefully should be here tomorrow. Now this is a white frame, so I can't see eggs. Even if they're there, I have a hard time seeing eggs on white foundation. But there's honey and nectar, nice rainbow with some open cells in the middle, which could well have eggs in. Lots of bees, lots of young bees. I see a lot of young bees here. Just a little bit of larvae brood in the middle. A little bit of open larvae as well. Just seeing if I can see that queen. I did see her 9 days ago. She's a caramel colored queen. Not seeing her there. Don't think she's on this frame. It could have been this outside frame actually that I gave them last inspection from the freezer. This one here, yep, is all drawn comb. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna feed these girls. I'm not concerned about getting honey from these this year. I want them to grow in numbers more. So that they can get through the winter with a lot of bees. I'm just trying to see if I can see that queen. Lots of space to lay eggs on this frame, but I'm not seeing any. she could be in the box. There's quite a lot of bees inside the box. On the bottom board, which is open, and on the side. And this last frame is honey. Very unlikely that the queen would be on there, but we'll just take a look to see what we got going on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was actually the frame that I gave them from the freezer. It was either this one or that one. It's a pretty heavy frame. It's looks like it's all honey. Ooh. Yeah, all honey and nectar. Well, they can finish capping all of that. They can finish filling it and capping it so that come time to harvest, this may be harvestable, although I will leave it for them. They need their own resources, but it will be ready for them to have for the winter. There's a single beetle. One beetle right there. Dead. Got that beetle. Do not want that. Thank you. Looks like it's still alive. Definitely dead now. Okay. Yeah, so these guys can get more frames. And I am going to feed them. Okay, let's get this back on. Get this back together again. Come on, girls, out the way. And see what I've got that I can give them. I actually have a medium frame, which is probably 50% honey, which I may actually give them, just so they can finish drawing it out or use it as resources. But I think I'm going to give them frames to fill up this hive now, seeing as their numbers are doing so great. Okay, so I've taken out this blocker board which I had previously made to fill that gap and separate them from the open area so they wouldn't build crazy comb, and that did its job. But now with more bees in the hive, I'm going to add some frames. Now I have some frames with some comb drawn out. That's some nice comb drawn out. They're not finished drawing it out, but I'm going to start adding these. And what I'll do is, this outside frame is honey, so I'll checkerboard that. I'll put a frame of foundation there that's got some comb on it, and then I'll put the honey frame on. And then I'll find another frame with some comb on it. This frame's good, it's got comb on it. I'm actually going to bring that to the other side of the hive. I want her to be able to move around quite freely. Now let's see, was there honey on this or was there brood on this? Because I want her to lay in this. I don't want them to put honey in this. I want them to give the queen some space to lay. So we're going to move all of the frames over. Let's see what this one is, because I can't remember. Memory like a sieve. It's heavy. Looks like all honey. Yeah, that's all honey. So I'm going to move that one over as well to the outside. And I'm going to give them this frame of comb. Just there. So now they have honey, open frame, some brood, and then some open frame here, and then honey here. This frame was very early stages of being drawn out. I'm going to move this frame of honey all the way to the outside and put this frame in here. Oil trap down, Swiffer pad in. Now they have more room for a bigger colony. And that's all I'm doing with these girls. Without smoke, and I'm going to put the cover back on, and that's that hive inspected. I didn't see any signs of disease or pests. One beetle. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken the lid off and I've given them this jar of feed, which is 1-to-1 sugar water with some Honey Bee Healthy in it, about a 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon full of Honey Bee Healthy. That's going to help them build out those frames, the ones that don't have any comb and the ones that are partial comb. That's going to help them build them out so that the queen can continue laying and increase the size of the colony. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another box on top here and put the cover on that. Okay, so I'll put this box on here, and the lid will basically shelter them to some extent and also stave off any robbers that might want to go after that jar. And looking at the entrance of the hive, you can see now that I've got the box on the top with the feeder, so they're top fed. They've got all 10 frames, several frames with nothing on them, and a few with drawn comb that they can continue extending, so the queen has a place to lay. You can see the entrance is reduced down to about 4 inches, and there's some bees at the entrance, and there's some bees flying in and out, so there's some foraging activity going on. And then there's actually a community feeder right there, which I just filled up today as well, and they're taking from that different bees. And I'm standing right next to the swarm box, which is super busy. They have kind of an entrance reducer to some extent, so it's half reduced just to slow the intruders down a bit, but they're doing really good. This box is from hive number 1. I'm going to have to start giving them their own names. This one is really busy. They had a lot of bearding going on after I added the 4th box. So they have a queen excluder with 2 boxes above, which are checkerboarded. Both boxes checkerboarded. The bottom 2 boxes, there's a lot of honey in there, but there's brood in there also. The queen is now, well, in that bottom box, but she's definitely below the queen excluder. And then the other hives are doing really well too. The middle hive there has got the new queen in there since June 22nd. And the split that I made from hive number 1 in May, is doing excellent as well. So there it is, folks. Thanks for watching. Take care, bye.